Do you ever feel like your voice is just landing on deaf ears? That you're not being heard and you keep repeating yourself, but you're still not getting what you want? I hear you. My name is Julie Holunga. I'm a leadership trainer and executive coach working with professionals to lead with influence and authority. I hear this all the time, the frustration and the misunderstandings and just not knowing what to do to get your message heard, to have people truly hear the feedback you're giving or the information you're sharing. This happened with a client of mine, Sarah. Sarah is in a sales role and was sharing in her weekly meetings with her boss information about the prospects she was meeting with, what their struggles were, how the conversation was going, and what would happen next. After several weeks of noticing a frustration with her boss and not knowing what to do any different, Sarah finally said, "Hey, do you need more information from me?" So she started giving more stories. But in fact, what her boss needed was something completely different. A few more weeks passed, and her boss finally said to her, "Enough, Sarah. I don't need any more stories. I want data. Tell me how many people you met with, where they are in the sales process, and the percentage chance of them coming on as clients." Finally, Sarah got the information she needed to be able to talk and be heard by her boss. Here are 3 things you can do with your teams, at your firm, in your organization to ensure that your voice is not falling on deaf ears. First, communicate your expectations. Let people know the kind of information that you're looking for. Be as clear as possible. 2, review what's working and what's not. Pay attention to behaviors and the questions people are asking. Notice when the other person is frustrated, or you keep repeating yourself meeting after meeting because something's not connecting. And third, know what people need to hear. This is what I call the titanium rule. Now, the titanium rule builds on the golden rule and the platinum rule, but the titanium rule is speak to others the way they need and want to be spoken to. Too often I see miscommunication happening and people not feeling heard when one person, the person talking, is giving the information they want to hear, but is not considering what the other person needs to hear. The titanium rule bridges that gap so that you are being heard in the way that you want to be heard. Once Sarah knew her boss needed the data and the facts, she began to practice the titanium rule. If you're saying to yourself, "I have no idea what other people want to hear," or you notice yourself being biased about giving people the information you want to hear and just assuming that's what everyone wants, I highly recommend connecting with me to learn about emergenetics. Emergenetics is a profiling assessment that demonstrates how people prefer to communicate. It simplifies human connection and allows you to practice the titanium rule on a daily basis. Subscribe to my videos and learn more about the titanium rule by listening to my next video.